Hello students. So in our chapter number 3, force and pressure, till yesterday we have seen what is force, what is inertia, types of inertia, and what is pressure. Today we are going to move a little forward with variety of pressure, what different types of pressure are seen around us. So the SI units also yesterday we have discussed that for force it is Newton, then SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, as the formula for pressure is force is divided by area on which force is being applied. And the SI unit for pressure can be written as Pascal, PA. Pascal is the unit of pressure. For force it is Newton and for area it is meter square. On that basis, you see Newton per meter square is same as Pascal. PA is only written for Pascal. Actually, scientist Pascal has invented this, so on his name the unit is being kept. Similar to that, Newton unit for force is given because the scientist Newton invented it. Okay, so Pascal was the scientist who invented certain theories about pressure, and his name first two words PA is used as the SI unit for pressure. Then if area increases, yesterday we have seen with an example of a nail that if area increases, pressure is reduced, and for the same force, and if the area is decreased, the pressure increases for the same amount of force. For example, we can see in our day-to-day life, adaptations. In natural adaptation, the bottom surface of the camel's feet are broad enough. Hence, the camel's weight is exerted on larger area and the pressure on the sand is reduced. Hence, the camel's weight is exerted on large area and therefore the pressure is reduced. That's why camel's feet actually do not penetrate into the sand and it becomes easy to walk over sand. And that's why we all know that camel is the ship of the desert. Very easily they can cross over long distance in the desert. Then pressure can be different on different objects like solids, liquids, then gases, as well as atmospheric pressure related to gas pressure. We are going to try to understand today. So pressure on solids. Air pressure is exerted on all the objects kept in air. Now we are also sitting in air and all the non-living things, table, laptop, everything kept in air. So air pressure is actually acting over it. When a weight is kept on a solid, pressure is exerted on it. Suppose on this table, if we keep certain heavy boxes or any kind of weight, a pressure is being exerted on it. This pressure depends on the value of the weight and the contact area between the two. As we all know, yesterday we have seen the example of a nail. If the end is blunt, it will not get inserted easily into the wall. On the other hand, if it is a pointed tip, it will easily, this area is less. In that case, it will easily go into the object where we want to hammer the nail, isn't it? This pressure depends on the value of the weight and also the area of contact between the two surfaces. So certain activities are given over here in your book. Pressure of liquid, pressure on solids, then we have pressure on liquids, of liquid. Okay, as well as we can study gas pressure, where atmospheric pressure is also added. So for example, if we take certain amount of books, very heavy books, and one thin plywood, if we keep on two boxes at the end, and we spread the books one by one, in that case, the plank will not break or not bend also. But if we keep all the books on these two boxes, these are the two boxes, and one simple thin plywood is kept over there. If I keep here books spread up on this plank, it will not bend. But if I pile up the books one above the other, these are the heavy books. What will happen? This plank will become curved. It will not remain straight. It will bend a little from the center like this, because pressure is being exerted on one area only. It will make up a curve. And this is the reason why for skiing on ice, you know, the skates they are using on ice, they are very long. What is the reason? To divide the surface area. If increased, pressure will be less. As we all know that pressure is inversely proportional to area. If area will be more, pressure exerted will be less, and the feet of the skydivers will not get fixed into the snow, just like that of camel feet, which are broad enough so that they go deep into the sand when they walk on the sand. Then another activity is related to your liquid pressure, pressure of liquids. Here you see, if you take a bottle and make a hole and put a balloon over there, you can do this at home also if you have plastic bottles around you. Such bottle, if we cut and make a small opening and fit there with a balloon and put some liquid, say water, inside the bottle, where will this go? Obviously into the balloon, and it will get bulged, isn't it? And here you can see the liquid is creating pressure downwards. One more very interesting example. Similarly, one bottle you can take, okay, with a lid. You make with a divider only 3 holes at different heights of this bottle. Okay. Then you fill it with water till the tips. What do you think? When water will come out of these holes, where we have made holes here, 1, 2, and 3, at different heights we have made the holes. So it was observed, you can do this at home also. It was observed that the lowest hole, the bottommost hole, was throwing water at a far off distance, while the hole which was in the middle of the bottle, it fell near the bottle, as well as the hole which is at the top will fall very close to the bottle. Trying to understand how liquid pressure is being generated. Liquid pressure is maximum at the bottom. This is a proof for that. Liquid pressure is maximum near the bottom. That's why the force of water coming out of this lowest hole is far off. Then as the height of the hole increases, it starts falling close to the bottle. Okay, so this explains you that pressure of liquid is being exerted in what way. We understood that at any one level the liquid pressure is the same. Also the pressure increases as the depth of the liquid increases. So this proves that pressure increases with depth. Pressure increases with depth. Okay, as the height increases, depth increases. In the ocean also, the divers, those who go to the bottom of the ocean to collect pearls or some variety of corals and all, as they go deeper into the ocean, they feel more and more pressure compared to near the surface, because pressure increases with depth. In case of dams also it is like that. The bottom of the dam, do you know dams? They are created on big water reservoirs like rivers to forcefully stop the water. So whenever there is shortage of water, this stored water will be supplied to the farmers for farming. In that case, the bottom wall of the dam is made broad, and as it goes up, it is becoming tapering. Why is it so? Because pressure of water is more at the bottom. Pressure increases with depth. So the bottom wall needs to be very thick. Otherwise, this water pressure will break open the wall, isn't it? And as the height increases of the dam, upper side is little tapering compared to the bottom wall. So pressure increases with depth related to liquid pressure we are discussing. Next we are going to study is gas pressure. Gas pressure, if a balloon is inflated by filling air by the mouth, it inflates on all sides. It becomes round, not that only one side it is having and the other side it won't be having, isn't it? If a pinhole is created in the balloon, air leaks out and the balloon does not inflate fluffy. If there is even a very small hole, pinhole is there, what will happen? The balloon will blast, or it will, all the air will move out of it. It is released like liquid. Gas also exerts pressure on the walls of its container, and it is which, if it is enclosed in some container. Now your LPG cylinders you all have in your homes, the LPG gas is compressed and pressure, with under pressure it is stored inside the cylinder. When you start the knob of your cylinder, the gas is released out into the pipe and reaches your gas burners, where you light it up with the help of lighter and cook your food. Okay. All gases and liquids have a common name, that is fluid. What is a fluid? Fluid means gases and liquids. It has both gases and liquids. Fluids include both study of gases as well as liquids. Okay, this you have to remember forever. Fluid is in a container, exert pressure from inside, from within, on the walls of the container, and a fluid enclosed in a container exerts its pressure equally in all directions at a point within the fluid. So that is, we can understand how gas pressure is created inside the container. Now, oxygen cylinders or LPG cylinders you all must have seen. So this fluid, gases or liquid, when it is compressed, it becomes liquefied. LPG full form is liquefied gas, isn't it? Why? Because when the molecules are brought closer, they become liquid. And when it is released out, again, it will be in the gaseous state. Now, atmospheric pressure is also similar to this. Air surrounds the earth. We all know that we are living in that atmosphere. This layer of air is called as atmosphere. The atmosphere exists to about 16 kilometers in height from the surface of the earth. It further extends up to 400 kilometers in a very thin and dilute form. Till 16 kilometers, it will be normal air. But above that, if we go, the air becomes thin. Okay, with height. And therefore, the mountain climbers, you see, they have to carry oxygen cylinders with them. Because at the height of the mountain, how height increases, the air becomes thin, and then we feel very suffocated because oxygen level is low. Okay. The pressure created due to air is called as atmospheric pressure. So, like gas pressure, we also have around us atmospheric pressure. Okay, so these many type of pressures we have tried to understand today. And atmospheric pressure, if you say, we can feel it in a cylinder of unique cross-sectional area is standing on the surface of the earth, and it contains air. Weight of this air is the force applied in the direction of the center of the earth. This means that atmospheric pressure is the ratio of its weight divided by the area of the surface. Bigger the cylinder, thinner the gas will be. Okay, and smaller the cylinder, compressed it will be. The air pressure at the sea level is called 1 atmosphere pressure. Air pressure decreases as one goes up with height. This is a very important point. Okay, and from the sea level. So at sea level, the air is denser. As we rise up with the mountains, the air becomes thinner. So 1 atmosphere is equal to 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal. That is, some other units are also given. Now, atmospheric pressure is specified in the units MBAR or hectopascal. Atmospheric pressure at a point in air is equal from all sides. How is this pressure created? If air exists in a closed container, the air molecules in random motion continuously hit the walls of the container. In this interaction, a force is exerted on the walls of the container. and pressure is created due to this force of the molecules they are applying. And we constantly bear the atmospheric pressure on our head from the surrounding. However, the activities of our body are also filled with air and the arteries and veins which are filled with blood. Therefore, we do not get crushed under water, and due to atmospheric pressure, as the pressure is balanced, the Earth's atmospheric pressure decreases with height from the sea level. Okay. At sea level, the atmospheric pressure is 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal and is acting on the tabletop on of size, say 1 meter square. And under such a heavy pressure, why don't the tabletop crumble down? Because it can tolerate that much pressure over it. So this is what is pressure and how it increases with depth, becomes light with height. One more important point that you must note down from the board is the atmospheric pressure at sea level atmospheric pressure is 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal. As pressure is measured in Pascal, Pascal is the SI unit of pressure. Here we have completed pressure topic, and next class we are going to understand what is one more type of force that is called as buoyant force. Okay. Buoyant force and Archimedes principle, very interesting topics. Next class we are going to understand. Okay. So for the day, I want you all to try these experiments at home. That pressure increases with depth. Take a plastic bottle, make holes and fill it with water, and you will find what happens. Okay then. Bye all of you. Thank you. See you in the next class.